In a small, weathered cottage at the edge of a dusty town, Maria lived for her son, Luca. She was a seamstress, her fingers calloused from years of stitching dreams into fabric. But the world had little use for her craft anymore. Factories churned out clothes faster, cheaper, leaving Maria with barely enough to keep the stove warm. Still, every coin she earned went to Luca's future. His books, his school fees, the promise of a life beyond the town's crumbling borders. Luca was bright, a spark in his eyes that Maria swore could light the world. At 16, he dreamed of becoming a doctor, of healing the sick, of making his mother proud. But dreams were costly. Maria worked nights, her eyes straining under flickering lamplight, sewing until her hands bled. She sold her mother's gold locket, her only keepsake, to buy Luca's textbooks. She skipped meals so he could eat, her own hunger a quiet secret she buried beneath smiles. One winter, Luca fell ill. Fever gripped him, and the hospital was a distant hope, its bills looming like a storm. Maria sold the cottage, her last refuge, to pay for his treatment. She moved them to a cramped room above a noisy tavern, where the walls shook with laughter she couldn't share. She took on extra work, cleaning houses, her back bending under the weight of her choices. Luca begged her to stop, his voice weak but fierce, but Maria only kissed his forehead. "You're my everything," she whispered. When spring came, Luca recovered. He stood taller, his eyes brighter, accepted into a medical program on a scholarship he'd earned through years of study. At the ceremony, he held Maria's hands, now frail and trembling, and vowed to care for her as she had for him. Tears fell as she smiled, her heart full, knowing every sacrifice had woven the thread of his future. In that moment, Maria had nothing left but love.